You spent a lot of time with Rahul Gandhi on that yatra. A lot of people who are watching you at this time have had this image of Rahul Gandhi being some kind of a political pappu. He's trying to change that with the Bharat Jodo Yatra. What's your impression of the man?
I think the image is unfortunate. I have spent many years, I should say close to a decade, interacting with him on various fronts. He is no way a pappu. That would be the last word I would use to describe him.
What word would you use to describe him?
He's a smart, no longer as young as he was, a smart, young, curious man. Does he have, sort of on economics, is he going to be sort of Nobel laureate quality? No, that's not what you expect from...
He's got you?
No,
he doesn't need to be Nobel laureate
I
quality?
wouldn't say that I approach anywhere near there, but I think it's important to have a good sense of what the priorities are and a good sense of the basic risks and be able to evaluate them. And I think he's perfectly capable of doing that.
Many would say he's unsuited for politics, that he just isn't cut for political life in the manner in which a Modi, Shah or a Yogi are.
I'm not an expert, I can't comment on that. I think people are going to make their decision. What I think the Bharat Jodo Yatra shows is that he can actually set out to do something and do it in a very capable manner. So I think that's
You're
been
sitting
good.
in Chicago, but your heart seems to be more in Delhi.
My heart is with India. It's always been with India. That's why I always retain my Indian citizenship. And I want India to succeed. I think that we have the chance of doing that. And I think with the right policies, there's nothing holding us back. Our youth are so impressive. I mean, you talked about the innovation, but I think it's not just our youth, it's the system. And that's why I'm so strongly in favor of preserving our system which allows space for every Indian, no matter what their religion, no matter what their beliefs. It allows a flourishing. And so trying to diminish that, trying to undercut our institutions, trying to muzzle the press, trying to muzzle criticism, that to me strikes me as the wrong way.
You were in the news recently when you joined Rahul Gandhi as part of the Congress's Bharat Jodo Yatra, and that had the BJP jumping up and down and saying, this is Dr. Rajan showing his political colors. Hame to pehle se hi pata tha. This man wants to be a politician. He wants to be the Manmohan Singh for Rahul Gandhi. And all that he's been saying, criticizing the Modi government, is because of his political intention.
I criticized the Manmohan Singh government when I was an advisor to the Manmohan Singh government. And you know, there was a time when I remember Ishar Ahluwalia, I and T.N. Nayanan, as well as Dr. Subbarao, were on the panel with Dr. Manmohan Singh. Every one of us, except Dr. Subbarao, criticized what the government had been doing. This was 2011. Dr. Manmohan Singh sat there, took it all, and said, this means we have to change. That's the kind of attitude a government should have. Take the criticism and then learn how to course correct. If you have a government which suppresses criticism, it never hears anybody saying you're going off track. And then you go really off track. So that's just in reaction to your point about criticism. I have been a constant critic of various governments. I've worked with various governments. I worked with the NDA government. People forget. I worked with Mr. Yashwant Sinha and was an advisor to him. So in that sense, I work with whichever government is willing to listen. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, that was a march which I thought was about three very important things. It was about national integrity and integration, Bharat Jodo. It was about communal harmony, and it was about generally peace and democracy. I think those are very worthwhile things. I think India's strengths are democracy and its people, its human capital. If we can exploit those strengths over the coming years, there is nothing that can stop us. If we diminish our democracy, if we attack our institutions, if we break them down, we are going to be held back in many ways. So the march was a statement that these are principles I believe in. I'm not joining any political party immediately. Who knows what happens?
But you were in the
line.
political shadows so far, and what you were saying with the Bharat Jodo
I
Yatra, you were in some ways out in the open, standing by Rahul Gandhi's side.
I thought there was a statement worth making that here is a march by somebody who is concerned about issues like our institutions, about issues like communal harmony. These are important issues. It is important for people to stand up for them. And others have also done that. It's not just me. So the notion that somehow this implies that you're a political creature, I mean, who in our country wants national disintegration? Who in our country wants communal sort of warfare? I don't think we want to go in that direction.